Hello. Today I would like to talk about Theodore Roosevelt, the 26th President of the United States. He was a bold leader known for his progressive reforms, conservation efforts, and strong foreign policy. Let's know it. Theodore Roosevelt, often called Teddy, was the 26th President of the United States and one of the most dynamic leaders in American history. He was born on October 27, 1858, in New York City into a wealthy and influential family. His father, Theodore Roosevelt Sr., was a businessman and philanthropist, while his mother, Martha Bullock Roosevelt, came from a Southern aristocratic family. As a child, Roosevelt suffered from severe asthma, which made him physically weak and sickly. Determined to overcome his frailty, he engaged in rigorous physical training, including boxing, horseback riding, and hiking. His love for the outdoors and adventure became a defining trait throughout his life. Roosevelt attended Harvard University, where he studied history and political science, graduating in 1880. He later enrolled in Columbia Law School, but dropped out to pursue a career in politics. In 1881, at the age of 23, he was elected to the New York State Assembly, becoming one of its youngest members. He quickly gained a reputation as a reformer, fighting against political corruption and advocating for civil service reform. Tragedy struck in 1884 when his mother and his first wife, Alice Hathaway Lee, died on the same day. Heartbroken, Roosevelt left politics and moved to the Dakota Territory, where he lived as a cowboy and cattle rancher. During his time in the West, he embraced the rugged frontier lifestyle and wrote extensively about nature and conservation. After 2 years, he returned to New York, re-entering politics and working as a reformer. In 1886, he married Edith Kermit Caro, his childhood friend, with whom he had 5 children. Roosevelt served in various government roles, including the U.S. Civil Service Commission and the New York City Police Board, where he fought against corruption. In 1897, President William McKinley appointed Roosevelt as Assistant Secretary of the Navy. He was a strong advocate for naval expansion and American military strength. When the Spanish-American War broke out in 1898, Roosevelt resigned from his post and formed the Rough Riders, a volunteer cavalry unit. He led his men to victory in the Battle of San Juan Hill in Cuba, becoming a national hero. His wartime heroism propelled him into politics, and later that year, he was elected governor of New York. As governor, he promoted progressive policies, including labor rights, conservation, and corporate regulation. In 1900, Roosevelt was chosen as McKinley's running mate, and they won the election. However, in 1901, President McKinley was assassinated, making Roosevelt the youngest president in U.S. history at age 42. As president, Roosevelt believed in the square deal, a policy aimed at ensuring fairness for workers, businesses, and consumers. He aggressively fought against corporate monopolies, earning the nickname Trust Buster. Under his leadership, the government broke up major monopolies, including the Northern Securities Company and Standard Oil. He also passed laws regulating the food and drug industries, leading to the Pure Food and Drug Act and the Meat Inspection Act. A passionate conservationist, Roosevelt established 5 national parks, 18 national monuments, and over 150 national forests. He created the U.S. Forest Service and protected millions of acres of wilderness from exploitation. Roosevelt played a major role in global diplomacy, strengthening the U.S. military and projecting American power abroad. He initiated the construction of the Panama Canal, which connected the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans. To ensure stability in Latin America, he introduced the Roosevelt Corollary to the Monroe Doctrine, asserting America's right to intervene in regional affairs. His diplomatic efforts helped end the Russo-Japanese War, for which he won the Nobel Peace Prize in 1906. Roosevelt's foreign policy was summed up by his famous phrase, "Speak softly and carry a big stick." He believed in maintaining peace through strength while promoting American interests worldwide. In 1904, Roosevelt won a landslide re-election, becoming the first president to serve a full term after ascending to office due to assassination. He continued pushing progressive reforms, including worker protections and railroad regulation. After leaving office in 1909, he embarked on an African safari, where he hunted big game and collected specimens for the Smithsonian Institution. He also toured Europe and met with world leaders, further enhancing his international reputation. In 1912, dissatisfied with his successor William Howard Taft, Roosevelt ran for president again under the Progressive Party, also known as the Bull Moose Party. While campaigning in Milwaukee, he was shot in the chest by an assassin, but still delivered his speech before seeking medical attention. Despite his resilience, Roosevelt lost the election to Woodrow Wilson, marking the end of his presidential ambitions. He remained active in public life, advocating for U.S. involvement in World War I and pushing for military preparedness. In his later years, Roosevelt's health began to decline due to illnesses and injuries sustained throughout his adventurous life. On January 6, 1919, he died in his sleep at the age of 60 at his home in Sagamore Hill, New York. Roosevelt's legacy as a leader, reformer, and conservationist remains deeply embedded in American history. His progressive policies helped shape modern government regulations and laid the foundation for future social reforms. The National Park Service, which he helped expand, continues to protect America's natural beauty and wildlife. His influence on American foreign policy set the stage for the country's rise as a global power in the 20th century. Despite controversies surrounding some of his policies, he is widely regarded as one of the greatest U.S. presidents. His face is immortalized on Mount Rushmore alongside Washington, Jefferson, and Lincoln. Roosevelt's fearless spirit, boundless energy, and commitment to justice inspired generations of leaders. His life exemplified the belief that individuals could shape their destinies through courage and determination. His famous quote, "Do what you can with what you have, where you are," continues to motivate people to take action and make a difference. Roosevelt remains a symbol of strength, perseverance, and visionary leadership.